Welcome back to the Doom Ship, my terrible name that I'm giving this league. It's working so far, currently 3-0. I've beaten Lantern Control, Blue White Control, and Blue Moon featuring Thing in the Ice. Here's the deck, Sultai Tracker, on to round 4. Absolutely would like to play first. My hand is kind of mediocre. I have turn 1 discard, turn 2 discard, turn 3 Goyf. That's usually enough in plenty of matchups. If I'm playing Burn, I do have a painless mana base. As long as I don't have creatures, I'm doing pretty well. Okay, up against Jund. So their Inquisition's going to grab my Liliana. I don't want that. I don't have a removal spell for their Tarmogoyf though, so it's kind of a pain. If I take their Inquisition, then next turn I take their Trophy, next turn I play Goyf, and then I have Liliana, I kind of like that. Yeah, I'm a fan of that play. Feels weird. Took the least powerful spell in their hand. Got punished. End up drawing the second Liliana anyway. So I have no answer to this Tarmogoyf, so I do want to take it. If they want to Assassin's Trophy my Tarmogoyf or my Liliana, that will just put me ahead, especially knowing I have a second Liliana here. So my options are play Tarmogoyf or play Liliana. Normally I'd say just play the Tarmogoyf, then Liliana can start minusing and bringing him back, and that's a really cool play. But the fact that I have a second Liliana kind of changes things for me. No, I think I want to play the Tarmogoyf. It just feels bad knowing that they have the removal spell and that I can't play both Lilianas, but a little more mana efficient here, getting a tap land out of the way. I have blue, I have green, I'd like another green, I'll take an Overgrown Tomb. My opponent can Trophy Goyf. He chose not to. He's rewarded by being able to blow up my Liliana instead. Sure. Probably should have grabbed a Forest, but I'd like to live the dream at least once of activating both tar pits, although it does take, what, 9 mana? Don't want to get blown up by a Kolgan's command targeting my target, especially since I only have 1 green mana open. So I might as well just eat the creature now. I'm in a pretty strong spot with a commanding board presence. Yep. So I do have Creeping Tar Pit and a large Tarmogoyf, so I think I had lethal on the board. 4, yeah, pretty close if I didn't have it. Let's see how we do in round 2 against Jund. We get to sideboard here, which only makes us better. The big reason why Kitchen Finks is not a 3rd Brutality in the 75 is for this matchup. So, Thoughtseize does hit Bloodbraid, where the rest of these do not. Hey, I heard you caught something. You proud of yourself? Yeah? He's very proud of himself. I think he killed another shrew. So, I think I'd like to do that. Languish is bad. Countersquall isn't terrible, but it's not something I actively want. I do like some number of discard, especially on the draw with Snapcaster Mage. I think we'll do that. The one Thoughtseize is just to give me an answer for Bloodbraid Elf. I can outgrind Jund. I can't out-tempo them. So Jund often sides out all of their discard and brings in could be a lot of different things. Kitchen Finks of their own, Huntmaster of the Fells. Okay, Skews is very good against me. Next turn I do have Snapcaster Push, so I hope that they drop another creature here instead of a Liliana. I don't love that. It's possible I should have just played the tracker before they blow up my land. Oh, punished. Being on the play is huge in these black-green mirror matches. So my opponent should have blown up one of my lands by now, and they didn't, and they're going to get punished for it. My plan here is to outlast them and hopefully dodge Bloodbraid Elf. It's the best card in the matchup they have against me. Following that would be Scavenging Ooze. Bloodbraid Elf into Liliana of the Veil is something I might not be able to come back from. Best card I have against them is probably Tireless Tracker, Snapcaster Mage, and Liliana of the Veil too, so it's not like I'm without ways to kill them. Next turn my plan is to still Snapcaster Push, maybe the Raging Ravine or something else that they play. Okay. Killing that Tarmogoyf, that's my play. Snapcaster will be the card I edict to the Liliana as well, so that can work out pretty well for me. My opponent's smart, they'll attack with both creatures, because I'm not blocking. Not snap push mana. If I draw land, I can snap push and collect a brutality. I think Liliana might be the worst card in my hand, because brutality can kill the Bloodbraid Elf. Perfect. Plan is to snap push the Tarmogoyf. If I can, block the Raging Ravine or the Fulminator Mage. Not in a good spot here. Best possible draw is probably a Scavenging Ooze. Okay. But this Liliana of the Veil is going to be tough to fight through. Abrupt Decay would be nice. Well, I am dead on board, or pretty close to it at this point. Okay. Not dead only because I have a Creeping Tar Pit, which force a Fulminator Mage sack to block. It's possible I should have attempted to kill Liliana of the Veil last turn. To force my opponent's action. Yep, Raging Ravine's coming up. I can click correctly, I swear. It's actually not bad. Still dead though. Right? Yeah. If my opponent sees it, I'm dead. So my options here are eat two things, The only way I don't die is I do this. I'm forced to block with a scavenging ooze. My live draw, my best possible draw, maybe Snapcaster Mage. Snap can be a surprise attacker. No, that's just game now. Now that I'm on the play, I can be a little bit more proactive. I feel like Collective Brutality as an extra removal spell is preferred over an extra discard spell. We both got Hellbent pretty quick there. I do like on the draw having an extra discard spell to try to slow them down a bit. Perfect. I'd rather get double black before I get blue. My best possible draw now is a Liliana. One of the ways I love putting Jund on their heels is kind of what they did with me, is if you have a turn 3 Liliana, edict their turn 2 play. You can do that when you're on the play, you can't do that when you're on the draw. In matchups like these, I do kind of miss Fulminator Mage. I do want to try to find room for one of them in the sideboard. Not ideal here. Sure. Opponent was smart, took the 2 damage in case it dropped a Goyf or a bigger threat. If they have Culligan's Command, they can use it now. Yep. Little punished for not eating my skews in my own turn. Hopefully that doesn't come back to bite me, and it always does in grindy matchups. Force their action now. Yep. My other option is plussing, but I really, really like my hand, so I really don't want to do that. Worst thing I could see right now would be a Bloodbraid Elf. Now, one of the faults, I haven't really mentioned it, of my Sultai deck is that it's actually not as good against mid-range as Abzan or even Black-Green Rock. It's much better against the unfair matchups. It's not nearly as good in matchups like these. So our opponent was nice enough to trigger Revolt for us. They still got a nice little 2-for-1 off that. And if they have another Lightning Bolt, we can get punished here. But I need to do something to try to get a little bit of momentum here. Yep, Snapcaster Mages, without a fetch land there, Snapcaster Mages whenever only 2-for-1s. Now I have a body in play, which does die to Last Hope, but is a little bit more secure against Liliana of the Veil. My opponent has a severe mana advantage on us, and they actually are up on cards at the moment, unless you count Snapcaster as a card. Yep, that's a really good card. So our opponent's now hellbent. Yep, their plan is to flip Huntmaster and kill Snapcaster. That's why they chose not to block there. That's why I had to kind of get in the 2 damage when I could. Oh, I didn't attack. I completely brain farted there. So what happens when you try to do a whole league in a quick little bit and you haven't... so you get punished for it. Alright, they edict to kill my Tarmogoyf. I wasn't able to deal some extra damage to him there. I'll trophy their Veil. If I had plenty of mana, I'd wait and see what happens, but only having 3 mana, I'd rather just kill it now than not be able to kill it and play something next turn. One of my best possible draws would be Scavenging Ooze again. It's just fantastic in this matchup generally. Snap isn't bad. Tracker's fine. I just wish I drew a land. This is the problem with Black-Green X, is once you make one mistake, they kind of get capitalized on. They do have that Raging Ravine, so I need a Snapcaster bad here. Goyf would be the best possible draw. Okay, I think I'm dead. Don't know why my opponent Didn't attack with Raging Ravine and Treetop. That would have killed us. They went a more conservative route. Man, I'm really regretting those mistakes I made. This is not, it's a close matchup. I'd say it's slightly, like, 2-3%, maybe 5%, like, favored towards Jund, just because Bloodbraid Elf has a huge tempo advantage. If Bloodbraid Elf hits something relevant for them, they're probably going to win. If it doesn't, then I'm probably going to win. It's that close. And every mistake gets compounded. If I go to 1, I can die to a bolt. Could be why my opponent played the way they did. I think I just have to block here. So I'm dead if my opponent attacks wisely. If they just attack with Tracker and the Wolf, I live. If they activate Raging Ravine, I die. Okay. Good game. 3-1. Really have to go back and watch that mistake there. That sequencing error. Wonder if that would have cost me it. Maybe, maybe not. My opponent had some pretty good draws. And Jund with Tireless Tracker, I like it. I like it a lot, especially with their 25 land count. I feel like they need that instead of, say, Kitchen Fangs to take advantage of their high life total. Alright, so that was the round. I will see you in the next one.